Evening, guys. This is Klein. Welcome to the Klein Corner. And this is a life rant. I wanted to go ahead and talk about accountability and how some people handle it, and my opinions on how I feel some people handle it. Um, Accountability, at the end of the day, I feel like is all you have left. Your word is based on your ability to maintain accountability. How much people depend on you is based on accountability. Accountability is everything. It goes hand in hand with things like trust, integrity, and keeping your word. You know, I wanted to rant about this because, again, in my opinion, I have been beset. Yeah, maybe I'm saying that right. I've been beset by a lack of accountability. It's kind of strange to me. I've had a few people in my life who, in my opinion, we've gone through some experiences where maybe they've made some mistakes on how they chose to handle these experiences. I'll try to give a little bit here. I don't want to put anybody under the bus, so as usual, I won't throw any names out there or anything like that. I just want to share this so that, maybe on some level people relate to what I'm saying, or, maybe just an understanding of these things. I'm trying to understand, why is it that lately I'm really getting a chance to experience people who are in my life, who essentially will make a mistake. They will do something wrong. They will hurt your feelings, or something. Just they'll do something that even they feel isn't okay. And to me, I feel like you would want to, just kind of admit it. Hey, this, I apologize. I messed up. Didn't mean to happen. Blah blah blah. Kind of just take responsibility and move on. Make a mental note that you intend to, make an adjustment, make a change, because I'm not telling you it's wrong. You have decided on your own that whatever happened, whatever you've done, it's not cool. This is what I would like to hope in a perfect world that people would do, right? What I'm getting instead, at least in my experience, is that people are making mistakes, and then to mask that guilt or that shame or that embarrassment or any combination of all three of those things, they will, instead of taking accountability, they will shift blame. They will insult and hurt you. They'll run away. It's something that I've generally been a little bit surprised with. You never know how big a deal something is to someone until they react that way. I'll give just a little bit here, a little bit of an example, just to kind of bring it on home. Essentially, I recently had a friend who lied to me, and it was about something pretty serious. And this is actually not the first time it happened. Well, instead of them just like, hey, sorry, I did this, they kind of ran away and cut me off for a while. And the first time it hurt. The second time, not so much, because I started to realize that this person doesn't deal with accountability so well. Kind of came to a head recently when they were offended by a point that I was trying to make. And I wasn't even pointing them out or saying their name or throwing them under the bus where everybody could see them. I just said it in a very general sense. And my response to their anger about the fact that I had recounted a story was simply, if the shoe fits, lace that bitch up and wear it. You know, I wasn't told that I embellished. I wasn't told that I lied. You know, came off insulting. You know, I essentially told the story as, in my opinion, I felt was the truth. And yes, from my point of view, absolutely. But none of that was contested. So I took that opportunity to let them know, like, hey, you've kind of ghosted me out, ran away, or done everything but take accountability 3 times now. Not once have you ever apologized. And instead of any kind of dialogue or talk about it, they just kind of ran away again. And I was okay with that. I was like, this is kind of what I expected from you at this point. So, you know, it was just one of those things that I thought I would share. It's really crazy how some people handle that. There was another person. This one isn't necessarily to me, but it was a story that, you know, I was given permission to tell to you guys. So, essentially, it was a relationship type situation, and this person was adamant to show his woman that, you know, he was serious and things weren't trying to be some kind of fake fuckboy type situation. The funny thing is that he found out later that she was actually on some bullshit. And, you know, she tried to shift blame, turn it around on him. But when he brought home some serious points about, you know, what is she doing, he was able to provide, you know, proof that her accusations were unfounded, that it was based more on insecurity than anything else. She proceeded to insult him and be toxic and poisonous. And she would not actually address the issue in question. And so the same thing I told to him when I was given this story is the same thing I'm going to share with you guys. Sometimes, well, a lot of the time, in your life, you're going to run into people who aren't mature enough to admit when, hey, you know, I did something wrong, I apologize. You know, you're not going to run into a lot of people who can deal with the fact that it was simply a mistake. They didn't mean to do it, or maybe they weren't thinking, or maybe they were, and it was a growing moment or a teachable moment for them. You know, you're not going to find a lot of people who are adult enough, who are woman enough, who are man enough to accept when they've made a mistake, they were wrong, things are seen in a different perspective, and to adjust accordingly. Not because other people told them to, but because they felt to themselves that they were wrong. I'm learning personally that these people are always going to be around. You're always going to run into people like this. And unfortunately, these people, some don't ever grow up. Some don't have the emotional strength to take the hit, stand up, stand tall, brush themselves off, and learn. You know, I have friends in my circle who have made mistakes. You know, they're quick to apologize. They're quick to admit when they're wrong. I've had friends who admitted that they made a mistake. They've made a mental note and they endeavor to make changes, because being the best version of yourself is a lifetime endeavor, not a short time one. These are the people that I respect the most. These are the people that I find myself having the most patience for. And these are the people that I try to keep close in my corner, because the people like that are going to be the most honest people that you can that you will have the pleasure of getting to know. So, wrapping it up, the punchline is don't let these types of people discourage you. People who lack accountability, people who don't have the emotional content to step up and do right by you, do right by others, to admit that, hey, at the end of the day, we're all human. It's how we handle the mistakes that we make that determine who we are as a person. It determines the strength of our character. Don't let people who lack these qualities destroy your life or bring poisonous experiences to you. That's all I got for you guys this evening. So with that said, I do appreciate you guys listening in. Appreciate you guys taking the time to stop by the channel and take a look. Like, subscribe. Okay, we will have some more stuff coming out all the time. If you have something to say or you have a perception you'd like to share, please share it. I'll be more than happy to reply. I don't mind the dialogue, and I love differences of perspective. They help me become better as a better person. So with that, you guys have a good night. Thanks for visiting the Klein Corner. Peace.